Shalom, family, it's your man Elijah. Thank you for joining me in unsectarian wisdom. And as usual, I am a healthy, wise, strong, protected, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Family, I'm recording on my phone right now because I'm out of town with family. So I'm gonna try to say what I gotta say real quick. But first, I want to give props out to brother Abdoula, Seer. If y'all haven't been to his channel, go check it out. Brother got a lot of knowledge. He dropped a video, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, on the new Aquaman movie, Aquaman 2. So go check that out. And also, he posted something today about Atlantis being in the Bible. And actually, I'm gonna read off that first. So I want to give out props to that before I go in using his material. But I just want to thank the brother for bringing this wisdom out. But I can't be, because I'm on my phone, so I can't give y'all screenshots. But I'm gonna read it. So this is Abdullah to see his page, if you could see it. So this is what he posted today. It says Atlantis is in the Bible, but it doesn't have the name Atlantis. It is called Anathoth. Thoth, as is the emerald tablets of Thoth. And for those who don't know who Thoth is Enoch. He was an Atlantean priest king. He was also known as Hermes Trismegistus. But all of you know who Enoch is, so you can make the connection. Check out the following verses for Anathoth. Joshua, the book of Joshua, chapter 21, verses 13 through 18. 1 Chronicles, chapter 6, verses 54 through 60. And then he also posted a pic off, off of Wikipedia, where it says Anathoth. Anathoth is the name of one of the Levitical cities given to the children of Aaron in the tribe of Benjamin. Residents were called Anathites or Anathothites. So basically I just want to start off like this, family. So you know how, family, I've been telling you guys, the creator talks to me, the universe talks to me through numbers. And at times numbers are turned off and I won't see them, and then at other times numbers be coming quick, like clockwork. Well, these past few weeks, or maybe month, probably month now, more than a month, the number 222 has been hitting me like crazy, coming out of nowhere, right? And if you looked in my community section, you seen a post I posted on that. Matter of fact, I did a video not too long ago showing y'all some of the 222s, and today 222 was popping up good. First, 222 popped up with this TikTok post I saw, and it was called 222 Raw Return. Hold on. Let me make sure. I don't even think I saved it. It was 222 Raw Return, and it was about aliens. And what the brother mentioned in the video was that what we don't know is that most of these so-called aliens or extraterrestrials that have been visiting Earth or that are in our local system look like so-called black people, right? And like I said at the top, it said, that's what caught my eye. It said 222 Ra Return. In other words, the return, they're coming back. First off, they already here. And then after that, if you saw the other pictures, I was sending some, I went to Brother Abdul. That's when, after that, I went to Brother Abdullah's page. And that's when I first saw the post, his new post today about Atlantis. And I was the 22nd comment. No, I was the 22nd like, and the second comment, 222. And there was another 2 on there, right? And so, but then also I wanted to, I made a post on Brother Abdullah's page on this community post about this Atlantis, because I went to go check out the Bible verses he spoke about, the one in Joshua and 1 Chronicles. And as I was writing my reply to make a comment on his page, see, I'm shadow banned on YouTube. So sometimes when I make messages, I'll copy and paste the messages and then post them in my personal text box, because when I push post on YouTube, sometimes YouTube will miraculously delete the comment. And so if I took my time and wrote a paragraph long comment or something, right, it'll disappear and I'll forget everything I wrote. So what I do now is I copy and paste it and put it in my text message box. So just in case YouTube does delete it, I can just copy and paste it and post it again, right? So this time, and I wasn't even paying attention what time it was. I didn't even know. So this time when I got done doing the post for Brother Abdullah's page, right, in the comment section, um, when I was sending it to myself on my phone, it was 2:22 East Coast time. So family, I didn't even try to do that. So that was a message to me that I'm on the right path. So basically, let's get into it. Family, if the video cut out, this will probably be part two because I'm doing it on my phone, and sometimes my phone run out of memory or something, and I might need to do two videos. But anyway, so this is this is the message I wrote, because as I was going through the First Chronicles and the Book of Joshua, and I'm gonna read it to you. If you've seen the post, my bad, but some of y'all probably haven't, so I want to go ahead and I want to read what it said. But this is the message that I wrote to Brother Abdullah. Shalom again, Brother Abdullah. I was going through the Bible verse you referenced in regards to Atlantis, the book of Joshua, verse 21, and First Chronicles, chapter 6, verse 54 through 61. As I was reading First Chronicles, verse 6 through 61, and I'm going to read 61 now. And unto the sons of Kohath being Levites, which were left of the family of that tribe, were cities given out of the half tribe, namely out of the half tribe of Manasseh, by lot 10 cities, aka the 10 lost tribes. What came to my spirit was that this verse could be a possible connection between the Bible and the Book of Mormon, further connecting the so-called Negroes, true Yisrael Atlanteans, to the Americas by way of the prophet Lehi, prophet Nephi's father, who are descendants of the tribe of Manasseh, that the Most High led to cross the many waters to get to the modern day Americas. Like Joshua, the prophet Lehi, a descendant of the northern tribe of Manasseh, held the higher priesthood. Another key or book of reference to connect these books and the truth that we are the descendants of Atlanteans and Israel is a book called Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. Family, I did a teaching on this book. You'll remember I called the video Columbus and the Atlantean Slave Trade, and I read pages out of that book. And this book is supposed to be from the either late 1700s or early 1800s, I think, or maybe early 1700s. I don't remember. But go look at that video. It's on. I don't know if it's on my YouTube. They might have taken it down off YouTube, but it's for sure on my Rumble. It's called Columbus and the Atlantean Slave Trade, and I read the pages out of this book. And in this book, it described this European explorer. It described how the people in the Americas or Turtle Island looked when Columbus and them first got there, or these explorers. They described them as mulatto people, dark-skinned people. They said some of them look like Hamites or Africans, because in the Bible sometimes they confuse Negroes with Hamites, but we're from different tribes. And this is what the book described. It even said that the people in California were just as dark or even darker as people in California. And that's even a reference to Queen Khalifa of California right there, right? So anyway, family, what you wanted to pay attention to once again is that in this chapter, hold on. Remember, it said that in this chapter, pay attention that what Abdullah, the Seer, once again posted. Remember, he said Anathoth. This is the city that it mentions in the book of Chronicles and Joshua, which gives reference to Atlanteans and Thoth, right? So Brother Abdullah mentioned in the video, and we've heard this before. We've heard it from like Brother Big Levi and other content creators who've talked a bit about Atlantis, or Brother Mayo, I believe he also mentioned it. But Brother Abdullah Seer mentioned that in this new Aquaman movie that Atlantis was rising out of the ocean. And I want to tell y'all that to me, what my spirit is telling me is it's either one of two things or it's both of these things. One is Atlantis really is going to rise out of the ocean. And matter of fact, give reference to, remember, if y'all watch my videos, go back to some of my videos where I've mentioned out of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, and it talks about the Messiah coming out of the ocean. Out of the ocean. Why is the Messiah coming out of the depths of the ocean? Ask your question that. Answer that question. Once again, this is why, my opinion, one of the reasons why they've taken how in the Council of Nicaea, they took those apocryphal books out of the Bible, because they used to be part of the Bible. The Bible used to be 88 books. But the Council of Nicaea got together and said these books can't be in here. Why? Because there's knowledge in there that they don't want us to know. Because the truth is, family, not only are my people. Look, this message is not only for the Hebrews, the Israelites, but also for those who will cling unto us. But this is mostly for my priestly people. We are the descendants of the Atlanteans. This is why I want y'all to connect these things together. And I also mentioned in the book, right, that at the end, right, this is important. Because as I was reading Brother Abdullah's message, this is what caught my eye. Hold on. I was reading, right? When I was reading Chronicles, right? Chronicles, First Chronicles. I was reading First Chronicles. Dang it. I was reading First Chronicles, chapter 61. I'm going to read this again. And unto the sons of Kohath, which were left of the family of that tribe, were cities given out of the half tribe, namely out of the half tribe of Manasseh, by lot 10 cities. And those 10 cities are reference to what, family? The 10 tribes. The what? The lost 10 tribes of Israel. And if you go, and this is where it connects to the Book of Mormon. And family, remember in the Book of Mormon is about a prophet Lehi who got a vision from the Most High Creator, and the Most High told Lehi that the Babylonians were about to invade Jerusalem, the city of Jerusalem, and destroy it and sack it. So he warned Lehi to take his children and to leave the land. And the Most High Creator started speaking to Lehi's son Nephi, who gave him the plans to build a ship that would take Lehi and his descendants across the many waters, aka the Atlantic Ocean, in order to cross over to the Americas or Turtle Island. That's where the Book of Mormon comes in. Because if you go to the Book of Mormon, it says in there many times there are Lamanites and the Nephites. And it mentioned many times that the Lamanites are a black people. But they're in his family. We are the descendants. And then if you go to the history of the antediluvian world, once again, in the book called Atlantis, the Antediluvian World, family, it's like it's not a fictional book. It's a book written by someone who came and explored America. I forget what it's called, a biography, and it tells you everything that they saw and how the people looked. So these are two books that can correlate, family. We are the descendants of the Atlanteans. The Atlantean what? Priest kings. And we are what? Israelite priest kings. Whether we were really called Israelites or not, it's talking about our people, family. We are the descendants of these people. So when you see Atlantis rising, family, it could be two things or one of two things. One, Atlantis could truly be rising out of the Atlantic, right? Which means that the landmass is rising up. Or the second is Atlantis rising is just a byword or an allegory for us rising up. The true tribes of Israel, the true descendants of Israel, the true Atlantean descendants rising up to the truth of who we are. Or it could be both, that the landmass is coming back out of the Atlantic Ocean, and at the same time, we are rising up in consciousness. We're getting back our memories. Wisdom is going to and fro. We're learning once again about who we are, that we are the descendants of Atlanteans, or the 10 tribes. We are the true Indians. Well, like family, look, the Bible says that they will call us by many bywords. People are like, oh man, one day y'all the Jews, the next you the Indians, now you're family. Or one day you black, the next day you African American, family. We're called by many names just to confuse us. Right? So, like I said, so anyway, 222. So I want to thank Brother Abdullah for that information. So go check out Aquaman 2, family. Go read what Brother Abdullah posted. Go check out my other videos, Columbus and Atlantean slave trade. And I've done other videos on Atlantis. Go check those out. Go check out Brother Abdullah's videos. But after that, family, this leads me to this, because I think I'm going to call this video, Leave the World Behind so Atlantis can rise, right? And this is the second part what I'm getting my spirit today, family. All this led me back to the movie Leave the World Behind. And one thing I want to say, family, is when that movie first came out, family, people were saying that it is predictive programming. And what I want to say to that, family, came to my spirit today. If you still calling that movie Leave the World Behind predictive programming, family, what you got to understand is you need to pray for yourself, because that means that you still have the beast system in your heart. That means that you are a lover of the world. And the reason I say that is because you got two types of people when they see this movie, why they say that. One, because they're scared. They're afraid that them or their family members are going to be deleted or perish in fighting and infighting within the country. And the second half is, especially, this goes for a lot of so-called Christians, a lot of people read the Bible, or a lot of Israelites, like for instance, we sit here and say that we want our land back. We sit here and say we want the kingdom of the Most High to come in. But just like our ancestors and mistakes they made with Moshe in the wilderness, y'all won't let go of Egypt. You won't let go of Babylon. So you want to say that it's predictive programming, that it won't happen, and that we trying to bring it to pass because you still making, like the Bible says, a fool makes plans for the future. The Bible says, live each day like it shall last. But you don't want to let go of the beast system because, one, we've been brainwashed to believe that we can't be blessed in no way unless we're blessed by the beast system. We can't see blessings coming in any other way other than monetary value through the beast system, or the way that the beast system lives, or their vehicles, their clothes, their dainties, right? But the truth is, family, if you truly want our kingdom, our people to get our land back, our kingdom to rise, this kingdom has to fall, family. It has to fall. And if you keep holding on to or making this thing saying in your head, oh, that the movie Leave the World Behind is predictive, it's not, family. It's a warning. If you call yourself a true Israelite, you should accept this morning, and you should accept it as a blessing as well, to let you know that our land is about to come back to our people, and not fear. I know it's easier said than done, family, but that's the message that the Most High has put in my spirit today. That in order for Atlantis to rise, for Israel to rise, the old must fall. Remember, family, they've lied to you. Look, when you watch this world leave the world behind, family, here's the truth. They want you to be scared, right? Because they want you to think, oh my God, everything, what they want is they want you to fear the end of this world. They want you to fear the end of Babylon. But what they're not telling you, family, is it's actually a time of victory. It's a time of praise, because the fall of Babylon is the rise of our people, is the return of our land. This is what they're not telling you, family, is that in the movie Leave the World Behind, it's prophecy of the fall of the Babylonian system that we live in the Americas right now. In order for us to get our land back, to get our history back, what rightfully belongs to us, family, the old world has to fall. And yes, unfortunately, that means a lot of destruction and a lot of deletions, if you know what I mean. But family, here's the thing. It's not predictive programming, because if you've been following the so-called conspiracy theories since, what was it, 2020, 2021, when the lockdowns and everything started, family, and even before that with things like 9/11, if you've really been paying attention, family, if you've been paying attention to the things they've been doing to our food, things they've been doing to our children, these laws they've been passing, throwing people in jail for no reason, every day they take away more of our rights. Family, they're forcing us against the wall. We're like animals cornered. And we have two choices. Either we can lay down and let them delete us because we too lazy, or we too zombified to do nothing, because we too comfortable over here in Babylon, so we can lay down and let them delete us, or we're going to have no choice but to fight, but to rumble back, if you know what I mean, or to take action. Or as that new movie coming out next year called Civil War. And I know this doesn't sound good, family, but they're forcing us into it. I'm going to be honest at this point, family, you don't have no choice. Either you're going to lie down and be deleted, or you're going to do something about it. And this ain't me telling you to go. And look, I'm not telling you to go do nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. This is what it's going to come down to. I'm not telling, look, PSA, don't listen to nothing I say. Study, pray, do your own research. I'm not telling nobody to go out and do nothing, because I ain't trying to let nobody. Don't do nothing on my behalf. Don't listen to me. But if you are listening, understand that this is inevitable. This ain't no predictive programming. This is what it is. This is what's going to happen. So you have your choices, either to lie down and be deleted like a dog, or be like a ravenous cat in the corner with your claws out, ready to strike, because you're not about to go without a fight. And that's just what's coming, family. They getting ready for it because they're purposely pushing you against the corner. This is what they want. Especially since a lot of these elites Family, don't worry. They already got bunkers. They got flights to Antarctica. They ain't got to worry about it. Just like in the movie Leave the World Behind. But guess what, family? Our leaders who we've elected are representation of the people who chose them. So we can sit here and blame the leaders. It's really not all them because it's our ignorance. Because look, even I blindly voted for Obama when it came out just because he was so-called black, not even knowing who he truly was. So I'm to blame for that as well. We all have to answer for our choices. The people are a representation. The leaders are representation of the wickedness of the people. And it's time for this Babylonian system to come down, family. And that's just the truth. And another thing that was in my mind, my spirit, is family. That's where the 2/3, because look, family, you got to understand. And for those who cling unto Israel, who cling unto the tribes, so-called white, so-called Asian, Hispanic, Arab, Hamites, though, like the word says, who are my mother and brother, but those who do the will of the Most High. I'm talking those people who want to convert, the multitude. Fear not. This message is for you too. This is warning for you. Right? It's time for y'all to really pick this. You're not picking the side of man. You're picking the side of the Most High Creator. And the Most High Creator is on the side of the priest of the Most High, of the Atlantean priest. And that's not all people that look like me or people who are darker toned than me. Remember, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And you don't know what tribe. You don't know if they're Hamite or they from one of the tribes. But even my own people have been brainwashed. And even my own people will turn against the truth. But y'all got to understand, family, this time is coming. It's here. And this is what y'all got to understand, family, is that the majority of the tribes, no, all the tribes, they hate us. They truly, the Bible even speaks about it. They hate us. And when the truth comes out, and I don't know what form it's going to come out. I don't know if it's going to come out in the form of a civil war, or maybe one day it'll start being on the news that the country, the government system going down and it's about to be replaced by people that look like me. Family, when this happens in whatever shape or form, understand, they're going to be mad. The other tribes will be mad, and their true hate and anger is going to come out. And you know how the Bible says 2/3 of my people will be lost? That's when that's going to happen. Family, have y'all ever seen the show V-Wars? And remember in V-Wars, they had certain DNA in them, people with certain DNA they were looking for, and they were rounding people up and putting them in camps. Family, that's the 2/3. This is what's going on. Remember and if you watch the show V-Wars, they had people going around, they called them meat wagons. And they were going into people's houses and neighborhoods and randomly deleting people and families. Family, that's the 2/3. I hate to say it, but when these people, these Gentiles, once again, family, I'm not talking about the true Hebrews. I'm not talking about the true Israelites. I'm not talking about the multitude, because we don't look at color. Although we understand people are different colors, we know, but we understand it's a spiritual thing. We understand it's those who do the will of the Most High. I'm not talking about y'all, but all these other tribes, the multitude, the mixed multitude who have chosen to cling unto Israel, this message is for you too. Because once you join us, remember, you ain't no better than that word, the N-word. You might as well be us. And that's what's going to have to happen. That's what it be. When you take our side, you will be us. And you will be deleted along with us. So you need to understand, family, that this is what will happen. When these people understand that Atlantis is rising, whether it be the landmass itself and the people or just the people, understand they will be mad and they're not going to let this land go without a fight. I remember if anybody familiar with a brother named Brother Elder Ayul, he has a channel on YouTube. I remember watching his channel a few years back, and I don't know if it was he had a dream or one of his people under him had a dream, and they said the dream was Trump and all his supporters were fighting against Israel, the nation. They had guns. We both had guns, and we were shooting each other. We were shooting at each other. Pew 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 pew. Right, and this was the dream. And that came back to me today. And that goes in line with leave the world behind and what I'm talking about right now, family. In other words, family, the make America great crowd again is not going to be able to accept the truth. And they're going to decide that they're going to go down fighting. That they're going to go down deleted before they let this land come back to its rightful owners. Because remember, family, how something started is how it will end. America was taken off of rape, deleting people, theft, thievery, lies, deceit. That's how this country was founded. And that's how this country will end, family. Just like if you get a relationship with someone through adultery, how it began is how it will end. If you, and let me explain it again, if you call yourself dating or dating someone who's married to someone else, or dating someone who's in a relationship with someone else and taking them from that person, without that person first breaking up with that person or leaving the right way, understand you're going to lose them the same way you got them. Vice versa. Once again, back to this country allegory. How this country started is how it will end, family. So understand, family, this is the message. This is the message that I was given today. That leave the world behind, family, is true. It's coming. I don't know what day. I mean, it's already in the groundwork is already being laid now. But when it really starts to take off, family, look, the lie is they want you to think it's going to be a fight between Republicans and Democrats. And it might even start out like that. But understand, family, remember, matter of fact, have y'all seen the videos that have been coming out lately? And I put it on my videos about a certain people who are actually at war in the Middle East right now. And they were having a meeting. And who did they say were their greatest enemies? They said their greatest enemies were the so-called black youth in America. Why? Why are their greatest enemies the so-called black youth in America? Because they know the truth, family. And when this truth comes out, all the Gentiles are going to rise up, family. Don't be wrong. There will be those who will side with us. But don't sit here. And when I say side with us, I mean, there'll be other nations, maybe Russia, maybe China, who knows? But we can't count on them. We can only count on the Most High Creator, family. Just know when that time comes, family, be ready. Because it's inevitable. This ain't predictive programming. Once again, family, if you still worried about, if you sitting here talking about this predictive programming, that's because in your heart, you're marked by the beast system still. You still making plans for retirement. You still making plans to make businesses and get all rich off the income in the Americas, off the beast system, because you can't see no blessing outside of the Americas. You can't see no blessing outside the beast system. You can't see no riches or nothing or wealth outside of what we've been taught and brainwashed to believe is wealth. Family, the way we living, especially if you're an Israelite or a so-called Bible read up Christian, who sits here and says you love the word and the truth and you can't wait for the kingdom, but you won't let go of this beast system. Once again, family, the end of the world don't mean the end of the earth. The end of the world is the end of a political system, a belief system, a certain way of life that will then give rise to a new way of life. Hear my words, family. This is the message. And this, like I said, this is all in line with Brother Abdullah's videos talking about Atlantis. In that chart, like I said, it's pointing to, look at that book, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World, the Book of Mormon, the prophet Lehi, who is from what? The tribe of Manasseh, who the Most High led over here to the Americas, aka remnants of the lost 10 tribes. That's why, hold on, let me read it again. I want to go back to read Chronicles again. Let me go back. It says, hold on. My bad, family. Where is it at? Okay. It says, and unto the sons of Kohath, which were left of the family of that tribe, unto the sons of Kohath, Kohath being the Levites, that were left of the families of that tribe, that were left The 10 tribes, the 10 lost tribes, were cities given out of the half tribe, namely out of the half tribe of Manasseh. By lot, 10 cities, the 10 lost tribes of Israel, aka 10 lost tribes of Israel. And once again, go back. That's why I keep telling y'all, family, go get to read. Go, if you haven't read the Book of Mormon, it is a connection to who our people are. It is a connection showing you that the Israelites, we were the original Indians of this land, just like in Australia. Those original melanated aboriginals, their land was taken. Family, this time is coming. Leave the world behind. It is a message. This time is coming. Ready yourselves. Family, this is why also look, and for all my, oh, it's all about love. You gotta love. Look, family, if your enemy don't love you, they don't care about you. They'll take your life. They'll delete you. They don't care. You have all the love in the world, but your enemy will still hate you. This is why I tell y'all, family, pray to the Most High to take fear away from you. Pray to the Most High to give you the heart of David, the heart of Joshua, the heart of a warrior. Take the fear of death out of your heart, family. Take the fear of deletion out of your heart. Like the word says, do not love your life. Those who love their life will lose it. Those who hate their life will gain it. Tomorrow's not promised. Live each day like it's your last. Do not fear death, family, because look, your death might come to you. Might be listening to this video tomorrow, and I mean, God forbid, but your deletion might come tomorrow from a car accident or anything. So this advice goes, period, not just for some leave the world behind civil unrest scenario, but this is just everyday life. Ask the Most High, family, to make you acquainted with the angel of death. The angel of death is your brother, family, or your sister. It's not saying worship them, but understand that they are the angel of death. That's just their job. That's the job they were given by the universe, to be there to help people cross over. It is not for you to fear the angel. Matter of fact, this goes back to that show, The Golden Compass. If anybody watched the show Golden Compass on HBO, remember the girl, I forget her name, and the boy, they ended up meeting death. Their death angel. Everyone has their own personal death angel. And remember, they weren't bad. They weren't evil looking like we've been taught. Remember, family, everything we've been taught, we've been brainwashed by Christianity. The way that we look at heaven, the way we look at angels, family. And another thing, once again, fallen angels, family, once again. Or like when you hear stuff like people talk about the Nephilim, family, all these beings, family, you are a fallen angel. I'm a fallen angel. It's just a word. Understand that angels are light beings, are spiritual beings, family. I'm a fallen angel. You're a fallen angel. Look at it like this. A fallen angel is just a spiritual being who decided to leave the spiritual realm to possess an avatar body, to experience life down here in the physical realm. So fallen angel, it doesn't always have to be negative. Even when you think of family, think about when people talk about Anunnaki, having Anunnaki blood, or what I just said it. Anyway, people talk about you having fallen angel blood in your flesh. Family, that don't mean you bad. It don't mean you bad or good. It just means that you have certain species flesh in your body, but you are still at the core a God or an angel, a spiritual being, and you have free will to either follow the Most High, the Creator, or follow your flesh, follow man, or follow whatever fleshly being is in front of you because you want to please your flesh. And understand too, family, that during this time, when this time comes, a lot of so-called Israelites who haven't really come into the truth, who refuse the truth because they want to stay Christians or because they want to think that they're African or black or whatever, they're going to turn against us in that time, family, because they don't have no wisdom. They refuse to see the truth. And they're going to join the enemy against us because they're going to be trying to save their lives. If you try to save your life, you're going to lose it. That matter of fact, that goes back to the Planet of the Apes. Remember how some of those apes in the movie joined the side of the soldiers, and the soldiers had them in chains? That's exactly, those who take their side understand that's what's waiting for you at the end. You can go right back into slavery. But don't worry, they're not going to win anyway. because they're going to have a prize waiting for them at the end. This is the end. We getting our land back, how they like it or not. This is where the X-Men come in, family. But understand, though, until that time comes, we don't know when the Most High is going to say enough is enough. Because remember, the 2/3 has to disappear first. Understand that while you on their side, they're going to keep you in cages. They're going to treat you, like they better than you. Because remember, the truth is going to come out, family, that Atlantis is rising, that this land belongs to us. And they're going to do everything they can to keep us from getting our land back. And they're going to look at you like a dog. They're going to treat you like a monkey. They will. Because they're not going to see you rise and watch. You're going to feel so bad. And you're going to be like, dang, I made the wrong choice. I should have joined my people. I would rather be deleted fighting than sit here and be a slave to y'all again. And it's crazy because a lot of y'all going to take their sides who think you Hamites, who are Gentiles, because you're gonna be like, America, y'all Israelites is crazy. Y'all Hebrews and Israelites is crazy. You mixed multitude is crazy. Y'all still in this Bible stuff. This is the real world. Yo, that's how they're gonna be talking. And they're gonna pick up weapons with the Gentiles and come to take their own people out. Why? Because they brainwashed. That's how far gone they are. That's how much in love with the beast system they are, family. So keep this in mind. This time is coming. And once again, I don't care. Look, you can say this is predictive programming and blah, 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 whatever. Turn off the video. I don't care. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who want to listen. This is the truth. It don't matter how much you love your enemy. If they hate you, they hate you. They don't care about you. They hate us now. Understand it. Family, once again, remember. But for us who have the true knowledge and wisdom, remember, we were sent here to be an example to the rest of the earth. That don't mean we sit here and let nobody put their hands on us, but we have to understand that there are those who don't look like us, who are not our skin tone, who are a lot more fair skinned. They will be on our sides. But this is one of the ways you'll know. You'll know them by the fruit of their labor. They will acknowledge you as the true children of Israel. They will want to come and serve you. I'm not saying that they're slaves. Shoot, some of them might be like, look, let me serve you as a servant. But a true priest, a true believer of the Most High, understanding, like, brother, you're not my slave. You my brother, you my sister. We're going to work together. Now, if you're here to help me and you want to bless me so you can be blessed, most definitely. Hey, I'm here. Now, that don't mean just take any, be careful of a Trojan horse. Remember, truly, once again, family, this is what I've learned in my walk when it comes to people I carry myself with, hang out with. People who are truly on your side, family, they can't help but talk about the Most High. They've actually read the Bible. They've studied it. Not saying they know the Bible like the back of their hand, but it's like in their heart. They can't help but talk about it. The way they carry themselves, the way they talk. They love talking about the Most High all day, every day. The way they live, the way they carry themselves, the way they treat other people. Remember this, family, when you start seeing, when things start happening. Don't let somebody just walk up to you with a Bible and talk about, oh, I'm a good Christian. And then that's another thing. Like, y'all got to remember, family, look, these Christians, they're going to be the main ones coming after you too. The Bible is not a Christian book. Remember, I've said this before, family. How do you know somebody don't like you? When you go to certain churches and they talk about, oh, color don't matter. Oh, we're not bigots or racists. But when you look on their wall, they got Caesar Borgia. What's the name? Caesar Borgia. Whatever. I know I'm saying it wrong. Sitting on the wall, aka white Jesus with blonde hair, blue eyes, sitting on the wall, looking at you. And all the disciples are so-called white people. Not a colored person in sight. And they got that idol on the wall, sitting there praying and doing sermons. But then they look at you and be like, oh, but I love you, brother. Oh, the color of them don't matter. What's the Ten Commandments say? Thou shalt not lie. But yeah, you sitting there lying. It says in Revelations, bird skin like copper, right? What color did Messiah's skin? It was burnt like copper. And what color is burnt copper? Dark skin, like imagine my tone, but darker. Or our dark skinned melanated brothers and sisters. He had hair like wool, red eyes. Y'all ever seen our brothers in the hood, unfortunately, who have addiction? They drink a lot and they got red eye, but then you have some brothers who just naturally have red eyes like that. Come on, family. Look, family, I'm saying remember, go back and watch my video again on what the true mark of the beast is. The true mark of the beast, family, isn't technology. It's not what they want you to think, that injection or whatever. The true mark of the beast, family, is your heart, is your mind. Where does your heart rely? Where does your spirit rely? Your mind. What are your desires? And this comes again, once again, all my people sitting here talking about it's predictive programming. Understand that's just your fear. That's it. That's your fear of losing this beast system. Because that's where your heart is. Your heart is still in this beast system. And another thing, once again, I want to mention again, family, the Most High Creator, it is blasphemy